Welcome to ILTV's Evening Update. I'm Natasha Kirchek here with the latest news from Israel.
Israeli security forces have confiscated reward money that was paid to the families of the Hamas terrorists who kidnapped and killed 3 Israeli teens in 2014. In a joint IDF-Israel Police, Shin Bet and Border Police operation, security forces raided dozens of targets in Hebron. The overnight operation has resulted in the seizure of thousands of shekels of blood money. The IDF has also taken 2 cars and 2 computers that the terrorist families had received as compensation for the killings. The June 2014 attack in the Gush Etzion area of the West Bank provoked a large IDF response and ultimately the 2014 Protective Edge conflict. For weeks, Israelis were hoping for the return of the missing boys. It wasn't until 18 days after their disappearance that their bodies were found in a shallow grave. The reported perpetrators of the attack were killed by security forces in a September 2014 raid on their Hebron safe house. The Zionist Union Party is visiting major settlements in the Gush Etzion bloc today, and some of its members are not happy. According to Haaretz, party chairman Isaac Herzog has been trying to persuade his Knesset members to visit the settlements, saying the center-left party has voters there. Still, party members are reluctant to travel against the Green Line. Another Zionist Union Knesset member has described these major settlements as a part of Israel that will remain so in any agreement. And a party document outlines the purpose of the trip to strengthen the connection between the party and Israeli society, and to convey that the Zionist Union would keep the large settlement blocks where 85% of settlers live. Left-wing MKs like Stav Shafir and Errol Margalit are refusing to participate in the tour, raising questions as to if the party will back Bougi's centrist maneuvers. The Israeli State Archive has just published some fascinating transcripts of the government security cabinet meetings in the lead-up to and during the Six-Day War. The documents, classified in secret for 50 years, are now available to the public, and they're full of revelations. IDF General Yigal Allon was pushing a hawkish stance towards Syria, calling for military action to create deterrence. A young Ariel Sharon pledges to destroy the Egyptian army, and a religious Zionist Mk is perhaps the most dovish and reluctant to use force out of all of the cabinet. On June 8th, during the middle of the Six-Day War, 3 farmers from northern Israel begged the cabinet to put an end to Syrian artillery fire. And the IDF liberates Jerusalem before the cabinet is even informed on the orders of General Moshe Dayan. The transcripts are online in Hebrew at www.archives.gov.il. JP Morgan Chase is reportedly preventing debit card users from choosing Israel as a travel destination to prevent card issues, while still providing an option to choose Palestine. A JP Morgan Chase banker is telling the Jerusalem Post that when attempting to add Egypt and Israel to the travel notification system for a customer, the system blocked Israel as a high-risk country. The bank denies that this is a bank policy or that there are politics behind it, but the system's option of State of Palestine occupied raises troubling questions. In 2016, the JP Chase support Twitter account claimed that Israel is identified as a high-risk country through OFAC. However, Israel does not appear under an OFAC list of sanctioned countries. No other U.S. banks place such restrictions on debit card use in Israel. Last night, Aerosmith singer Steven Tyler told some 50,000 Israelis at his Tel Aviv concert that he's making Aliyah, and he might be getting his Teudat Zeut sooner rather than later. That's, of course, if he accepts the Jewish agency's invitation to open an application. Jewish agency head Nathan Sharansky has invited Tyler to walk this way to a Jewish agency shaliach, saying that life in Israel puts one back in the saddle of Jewish history. Tyler, of Italian, German, Polish, and English descent, may not actually be eligible for Aliyah under Israel's right of return, and the Jewish agency has no information to indicate whether Tyler qualifies. Still, they've invited him to call their global service center and begin his journey to the Jewish homeland. I hope he's ready to learn Hebrew.
That's all for now. Stay tuned on ILTV.tv for our main daily broadcast playing after this. I'm Natasha Kirchek, and see you next time with our morning briefing from Israel at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.